as hard as you want to go because you're under somebody else's umbrella,
But
Mike.
that's what I'm saying, though, C-Rob. That's why I'm like, you gotta accept the little bit that people do give you. You gotta accept the little bit that people do.
No, shout out to them. I accept that.
But that's just what I'm saying. That's doing a lot for them. That's doing a lot. That's doing a lot when you hear Michael Jordan speak out against the situation that happened and with the Clippers a couple of years ago with Donald Sterling. That's doing a lot, and that's a black owner. You just want to talk about black owners in the Nationals game? Michael Jordan is a 100% black owner of an NBA team.
Mike, we got to be 100% honest, man, and let me show you how I'm going to make this connect, okay? Say I play in the NBA, okay, and I'm black power, man, all these racist white folk, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Just speaking what I speak now, but I play for the NBA, and I hoop, and I'm cold and everything. Let's keep in mind that racist white people own a lot of these companies that probably sponsor the NBA. And I'm talking the way I talk, I'm offending the owners of these companies that sponsor the NBA. And they going to let the NBA know, hey, man, silence that boy, get rid of him, or we going to pull money from you.
Guess what, C-Rob? If you're winning them championships and you're speaking out, they're not doing that. Let me tell you why they're not doing that. Because you're making them so much money by winning them championships. Who gives a damn what your opinions are? You're winning. Now, if you have opinions and you're not winning and you a scrub, yeah, then maybe. But somebody on a platform like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, somebody like Kobe Bryant, they speak out against racism, and guess what? People aren't going to disagree with them. They're going to probably have more fans agree with them just because of the fact they love him because that's their team.
Now, it's one thing to just speak out on racism, but to speak out on pretty much white supremacy.
But the white supremacy is racism.
No, that's racism, but when you're actually taking it to another level and talking about white supremacy.
White supremacy is the ultimate, is the same thing as but nothing but the more higher form of racism and control. Hey, that's all white supremacy is.
Man, it's deep.
But even if that, though, like I said, Michael Jordan is a black owner. 100% ownership of the Bobcats.
You talking about a guy that don't give a damn if you get murdered over his shoes.
Regardless, he's a black owner. That's what I'm saying, Sirab. You take away credit from everything. You can always find fault in everything instead of finding the result and something good out of it.
Because, Mike, hell no.
That's what I'm saying. There's no point.
Like,
there's no point. There's nothing that black people can do that's going to be good enough. That's the issue. That's my biggest thing with that mentality, Sirab. There's nothing that we can do as black people that's going to be good enough.
No, Mike, because we got to make sure. Now, in this, when you talk about Michael Jordan, let's make sure we're not contradicting ourselves, Mike.
I'm just speaking of facts. Michael Jordan, is he a 100% ownership black of a national sports franchise? Yes or no?
He does own the team.
That's all I'm speaking of, regardless of what you want to say about his shoes or whatever. Fine. I'm just speaking of what you saying that we cannot do as black people. We're capable of doing it. We have a black president. We have a black ownership of a national sports team. We have one of the most powerful black women in this world. We have a lot of success within our black culture, but with that mentality is never enough, and that's my issue.
Okay, then this is the thing, Mike. This is the thing. You can be whatever you want to be in this white society as long as you conform.
No way.
You can be what you want in this society that's ran by white supremacy as long as you conform.
Bro, you mentally murdering yourself, dog.
Nah, it's the truth.
You're not.
You talked about Michael Jordan.
I'm not going to conform to nobody, and I'm planning on being what I want to be.
That's dope. Now, and I'm going to ride with you. When you don't conform, you're not going to get the same resources from these white folks, the racist white folks.
But that's what I'm saying, C-Rob. If you're at that level of success, you don't need resources from them. What do Michael Jordan need from anybody? What do Oprah need from anybody? What? Capital?
Michael Jordan works with Nike, Mike. Come on. And not to say Phil Knight is racist, I don't know.
But I'm asking you, what do he need from them? You think at this point in their career, Nike needs Mike more than Mike needs Nike?
I mean, they both pretty successful. If you got rid of...
That's what I'm saying. So what do they really need?
But Mike, you don't think Michael Jordan's conforming? Now, let's be honest, Mike. And not to just make this about Michael Jordan, but let me just make a point, Mike. You said Michael Jordan spoke out on the Clippers, Donald Sterling and all that, right? Mm-hmm. Because it was good for business. Everybody was speaking out on that. But let's keep in mind, no, Mike, because it's good for You got a racist in the NBA running a team.
Saying, bro, you're always gonna when you have this like black conspiracy theory stuff against white conspiracy, you're always gonna find an issue with something. You're always gonna find some type of outlet. That's what I'm trying to say. It's never gonna be good enough.
No. But this is my thing. Let's not Michael Jordan. Let's not contradict ourselves. All right. And let's be honest. We're speaking out on Donald Sterling because we see everybody else speaking out on him, so it makes sense to go with them because that's where your money is. If everybody's speaking out on it, you don't want to lose money. But at the same time, you're the same guy who allegedly told Chamillionaire you don't take pictures with niggas, and at the same time, people are getting murdered over your shoes and you not speaking on it. All that doesn't add up to me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with white people? That's black people. That's the ignorance of black people killing black people over shoes.
No, you know what it has to do with white people, Mike? You just said that you, as a black man, you could be anything you want to be, which is true, and you brought up Michael Jordan. And right. I'm telling you, Michael Jordan has come.
Because I'm talking about ownership. I'm talking about ownership of stuff.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan ain't spoke out on much of nothing, Mike, if we're being honest.
But that's what I'm asking you, though.
To save his money.
See, Rob, we're simply talking about ownership of stuff, not the stuff that happens with his shoes and his brains and all that. We're talking about simply ownership. What I'm trying to say is that as black people, with that whole conspiracy theories aspect and that mentality that you have, it's never going to be enough. You're always going to find faults. You're going to find faults in whatever success that black people have. And I don't think that's cool. But I don't think that's cool, though. Because at the point, it's like, what's good enough then?
I'm with you. If you're for the issues and you winning, if you for the betterment of black people and you winning, keep winning, brother. But if you not speaking on anything, your people are getting murdered and you getting richer.
But your people are getting murdered because there's majority of us murdering us.
That's okay. That's true. Now we need to take care of that. I'm with that. We need to take care of that.
So that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You're more the more of our concerns with our culture is what white people do to us instead of what we do to us. If we take care of what we do to us, then we can all come together and take care of that. But you worrying about this when this ain't as big as this.
That's dope. That's dope. But with Mike, if we're being 100% honest, racist white people played puppet master and made it like that, or played a part in making it like that.
I understand there's racism. Mm-hmm. What I keep asking you is, so what? It's never gonna go away. So what?
True story.
What's the point of complaining?
True story.
What is the complaining gonna do?
No, I'm saying complain and fix it amongst ourselves.
But I'm saying though, but that's what I'm asking you, bro. Whatever goes on in our community, we control that.
Of course.
At this point in our lives, whatever goes on in communities, we control that. Racism ain't got nothing to do with what goes on in our community, bro.
Mike.
A black dude selling dope to another black dude has nothing to do with what goes on with white people right now at this point in our community.
Who put the dope in
That's
the community?
why I said in our community at this point in this era. In this era of our point in 2016, us selling dope in our community has nothing to do with white people at this point.
Yeah, because the racist white supremacy people already did the damage years ago. I'm gonna put this dope in their community and let them.
So what? We're not. So what? So wait. We still have that same mental program.
A lot of us, yes.
I'm gonna put it this way. Are we that fucking stupid then?
A lot of us, yes.
Huh?
A lot of us, yes.
Well, that's our problem.
Okay, that's true.
That's our problem.
And I'm with you.
That's our problem.
I'm with you.
You know what? That's our problem. So what are we gonna do about our problem?
I'm with you. Let's fix our problem.
So stop blaming. So let's get out of that mentality and stop blaming them for our problems. That's our problem.
I'm with you. That's our problem. Let's fix it. But let's also remember who helped create this problem.
See, Rob, what are we remembering that is gonna do anything for me at this point?
Because you have to know how to handle these people.
But see, Rob, that's what I'm keep asking you. Me remembering issues that happened 20 years ago, what does that have to do with me what's going on in our community right now? What I'm going to say, oh, let me help this black person, but let me not forget, there's this white person that forced this black man to kill another black man.
I mean, in a way, yeah. I remember
come on, C-Rob.
In a way,
stop it, dog.
Racist
stop
white
it,
people,
C-Rob.
yes, they played a part.
Stop
and
it.
I will never
If another dude
that.
get killed in a dope game because that's the dope game, that ain't got nothing to do with white people. If another black dude kill another black dude over the dope game at this point in our lives, in this point in this 20th century of this world, in this community that we live in, I don't believe that has nothing to do with black person. If another black dude kill another black dude over dope, or of a black dude sell another crackhead dope and they overdose, guess what? That's that black man's fault.
It's the black man's fault, but years ago we've been engineered by racist white people.
That's years ago, bro. That's the past. We move on from the past. We still living in the past?
We shouldn't be living in the past, but we have to. Nah, Mike. Because at the end of the day, we were engineered like this. Now some of us
we weren't engineered like that.
Mike,
we weren't engineered like that.
If you go back to the what's the darn thing?
C-Rob, before slavery, we was born kings and queens. We know that.
Of course.
Exactly. So here's what I always ask you this: we were born kings and queens, right? Slavery happened, probably one of the worst thing that ever happened to